Kenny, what does Ty Jerome mean to this team?
Man, I thought even that second half when we were struggling, he settled us down. He settling us down. Obviously, first half he got on that run and hit some shots. I love how aggressive he's being with his shot. That normally wasn't Ty before, and I know in Golden State he was very pass first, but he's really upped his aggressiveness. And he could score the ball. He knows he's playing off the ball a little more than maybe he's used to. So, and he's had that mentality since he came in the gym in August. Just I'm going to be more aggressive. And then he's really done a great job in the performance room, taking care of his body. He just gave us a big spark tonight, obviously.
I know, obviously, a lot of things went right in that first half, but what do you point to as the biggest success of that half?
All the things we talked about turning them over. If we pressure them, they're a team that will turn it over, and we did that. And then keep them off the offensive boards. They're fourth in the league in offensive rebounding. So we took care of those two things, and we got out on the break. Second half was like the opposite. It was like, and I was we talked to the guy, like our standards have to be higher, right? Like great first half, can't play much better than that. But second half, the way we came out, they scored 13 points in the first 3 minutes. I'm a coach. It's like, it was a little frustrating, and I mean they're a hell of a team. So it's a little bit to be expected, but I think it went kind of over that, and we got really stagnant. We weren't moving the ball. We just started putting our head down. They're too good to do that.
Coach Isaac had a lot of good shots in the first half, and he's not a guy that a lot of teams have given credit for that. How important is that? How good can this team be when he's knocking out shots on top of what he does on the defensive end?
You could argue that's what sparked everything, right? They were obviously shifting off him, and teams do that. But if he can make them pay with our pressure on the rim, the way we drive it, if he's an outlet and can make threes like he's making them, and they sure look good out of his head. I know they're going in, and that's like maybe a cliche, but they look good getting out of his hand. I think his arc has improved. He's getting the ball up, not missing short. So that was a big boost for us. His shooting is really important for our spacing.
I think you guys had 22 of your 28 makes assisted on in
Yeah.
the first half. Just how does that shift the defense when you guys are able to move the ball so quickly and also spread them out more?
Yeah, and we knew they were protect the paint first at all costs, and so we knew that coming in. But something we worked on it in shoot around this morning, just driving into the paint, drive, kick, swing. That's kind of our motto, and thought we did a hell of a job in the first half. Second half, not so good.
Sam, Kenny,
Hey,
it
Sam.
seemed like you talked about second half how you kind of got stagnant. Darius came back in the game and really seemed to give you guys new life. What's it say about them, just the season he's having?
He's having what a season, and he defended Steph. I thought it did a darn good job. So he's doing it on both ends. Listen, it got a little dicey there, right? We were getting a little nervous. We got him in the game, and he kind of closed the door. So he's playing great basketball.
Mike, you look at the box score, coach. 20 for 41 from three again. It's 10 games now, but it's the same story. You guys are making essentially every year. Are you at the point where you're almost surprised when guys are missing because of how well you guys have shot to start the year?
Yeah, I get mad when we miss threes now. Come on, we got to make that. No, I mean we have a lot of good shooters on the roster, right? Like and the way we're like you say, the way we're collapsing the paint, we're I think top 6 or something in rim attempts. We're top in drive, so we're getting downhill. I'd like to think those shots are coming in rhythm, right? They're not all off the dribble threes. We're catching them in rhythm, but that's why you score, whatever 80 points in the first half when you shoot like that. Really, hopefully we can keep it going.
And Dean obviously played tonight, but Isaac stayed in the starting lineup. Was that just the result of how well he played last couple
Yeah,
days?
I think it's just stick with what's working. And Dean was under the weather, so it was also like, man, we had to restrict his minutes a little bit. But it was more about Isaac. Isaac is in a great place right now.
Chris.
Kenny, how do you describe the impact that the Tide has made on this team early this season, especially that second group?
He's playing great basketball. You know, he's like he's a cerebral quarterback. He really reads the defense really well. But the scoring piece is the one like I said before. That's what's surprising me. Like I know he came in with a more aggressive mentality. I was like, man, will this translate? But he's really looking to score, and you know, we need it sometimes, right, Darius? And they you know, and Don, they can, you know, to have another ball, and you got Karras too. Now you got 4 ball handlers out there, and I love how aggressive Ty's being with this 3-point shot.
Joe G.
Joe.
Which obviously offense was clicking tonight. Can you talk about your defense on Curry and their shooters?
Yeah, I thought it was, like I said, first half like really good, and then second half slipped a little bit. I was really concerned, obviously about Steph, but really concerned about their offensive rebounding too. And I thought we were pretty disciplined on Steph. Did a real good. They got a couple of slips on us, but overall a really good job. You know, we put Isaac on Draymond so we could pressure the ball, right? It's almost like football, like pressure the quarterback. Don't let him be a playmaker, and then kept Darius. You know, Darius on Steph. I thought that helped us.
And then just from a coaching standpoint, what is the challenge with dealing with a lead that big that early?
I know. Well, obviously I did a terrible job. You know, we talked about it. How like, come on, let's keep our standards, keep our standards up, and just. And then you know you have a team with a lot of pride over there, and that's an NBA team, an excellent NBA team. You knew they were going to make a run, but all that being said, I was disappointed how we came out, how our starters came out, and that those first 5 minutes, and then we couldn't get it going. And like you said, you know, someone said Darius came in and I thought picked us back up and helped us get the win.
Spencer Davis, Cavs on SI. Looking at the way that you guys put pressure on the rim, not only just the threes that were going in the first half, but I mean 24-28 from the free throw line. That's big time just to convert on those opportunities. And Evan was 9 to 10. Just the way that you guys were both able to attack on the perimeter and also on the interior.
Great balance, yeah, great balance, and it's good. You know, we got to the free throw line tonight. I thought Evan was downhill all night, and you know, it's Draymond and Looney. Like, it wasn't, you know, those are 2 big time defenders, but his agility, his ability to handle the ball, change direction. You saw we were running those inverted pick and rolls for him, where he's basically acting like a point guard, right? And Sam would come set it, and he, you know, could throw it back or get downhill. So we got to use that more, because it's an elite skill of his. He's really a hybrid, this like kind of new hybrid big that can play pick and roll. He can, you know, he could be a screen and roller. Really, what a versatile player.
And I've been meaning to ask you this, because a lot of people look at 5 out and think the spacing is the most important thing. Can a cutter and that off-ball movement be as important as 3 points shooting spacing?
100. You're right. You're right with me. Yes, and it's a big emphasis. That was, I think, if you said talk about tweaks, what we've tweaked is I think the old NBA was space. Everyone kind of stand and one guy play pick and roll. Now it's a lot more ball. You know, a lot more cutting. I think we're top 5 in cuts. Points per possession wise, we're up there too. We hurt them tonight with our cutting. It's hard to defend. You know, when guys are moving, and it's intentional, right? There's shared principles on how we cut. So cutting opens up space. I think the old way of thinking was like, oh, doesn't cutting get in the way? But it actually creates vacuums and creates driving lanes. So it's a big point of emphasis for us.
Last one, Ashley.
Coach, I know it's early in the season still, but still this is a team that has gotten 10 wins already, only undefeated team in the NBA. I mean, it seems like week to week we're still talking about this, but what's it say about this team in general?
Yeah, I mean, you know, 10-0 is something. It's a little bit of a, you know, kind of magic number, right? 10 and we're playing really good basketball, and just really pleased where the group is, and was worried about tonight. Yeah, they were 7-1 and they're rolling, and like we're not. You know, they're coming in here, they're champions. They're going to try to you know, kind of knock our block off, and the way we came out tonight, and that surprised me. How ready we were, how hungry we were, and the 10-0. It's pretty you know, unbelievable job by our guys.